welcome back to my channel. My name's Amanda and today I am going to be showing you my library book sale haul. So a few weeks ago my library had their fall, they have a book sale twice a year, so they had their fall sale and I got this entire bag full of books plus a few more for $16. So you know, I've been trying to curb my spending on books, and I think the best way to do that is to go to a library book sale. My library does have a bookstore in it for used books, and I always pick up, you know, things here and there, but they had a sale, and I picked up quite a few things. So let's just get into it, because if not, this video is going to be forever long, and I don't want, you know, I don't want you guys to get bored or anxious. So I picked up Allegiant and Four, which I don't know why I picked this up. I think, you know, it was $1 and it's in really good condition. And Allegiant, this is the third book in the Divergent trilogy, and I heard that it ends horribly, but I have the first two, so I just figured I'd pick it up. And, you know, I really liked Four, and this is all about Four. Although I heard that it doesn't add anything and it doesn't tell you any more about him. So, you know, but whatever, it was $1. So how can you pass that up? So I got those two. And then I picked up Frostfire by Amanda Hocking. I have her whole Water Song series. I have her complete Trill series. This is the first book in her Canaan Chronicles, but apparently it's the same world that is in Trill for this. So this is a trilogy. This is the first book in that trilogy. This book's a little beat up, but again, it was like 50 cents or something. And I have so many Amanda Hocking books, but I've never read one of them. Life of a booktuber, right? Or a book lover, I should say. You don't even have to be a booktuber to have a huge TBR pile. And then I was really happy to see these two books here. This is Codename Verity and Rose Under Fire. These are historical YA fiction, I believe, and they are by Elizabeth Wine. So I got both of these. I think they were $1 a piece, and they're in pretty good condition. I heard Kat from, oh jeez, I can't remember her channel. The Owl something. I don't know if I can find it. I'll link it down below. But she talked about these like a really long time ago, and Codename Verity was like one of her favorite books. So I love historical fiction, and I think this is based in World War II era. So, and I love that as well. So we'll see. We'll see what these have to offer. And for, you know, $1 a piece, can't turn it down. And I got a couple classics. This is Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. It's, you know, really small writing, really thick book. I don't know when I'll get to this, but I actually have been collecting classics for quite a while. I have a whole shelf on my bookshelf that is just classics, and I have not read hardly any of them. I have Wuthering Heights, I have Pride and Prejudice, I have some Ernest Hemingway novels. I have quite a few. But I've heard Great Expectations is a pretty good Charles Dickens, although I feel like I should start with A Christmas Carol, because that is a very popular Charles Dickens. Then I have this gorgeous copy of Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy, another classic. It has the deckled edges, it has the French flaps. I have read about half of this. Read/listened to about half of this, and I like love it. I think it's great, and I never hear people talk about it. I've never finished it, which hopefully now I will, because I own it. And the writing's not too bad in here. So I've always wanted to watch the movie with Keira Knightley, and I remember like when that was coming out, like Black House White Market, they had their Anna Karenina line, and I wanted all of the clothes because they were gorgeous. But anyway, so I'm kind of obsessed with it, even though I've never read the entire thing. So hopefully now I can do it, and this is like a gorgeous, gorgeous copy. And then I have The Winter People by Jennifer McMahon. This is like a psychological thriller, suspense novel. and that's all I know. I've really been into psychological thriller suspense lately, and since about Halloween time, I was really into it, so I don't think that's went away since. And I've heard really good things about Jennifer McMahon. Missy from The Binge Reader always talks about her books, and I think she really liked this one, and she just picked up a few more of them. So I'm really excited to get into it, and like I said, I've really been in the mood for this type of thing, so it may be sooner than later. We All Fall Down by Jennifer Weiner. As far as I know, this is about a woman who is a pill popper, and her life's kind of falling apart. I don't know anything other than that, and I've never read anything by her, and I keep seeing it everywhere, so I figured, what the heck, for $1, I'll pick it up. And then I was really excited to see this there. This is Sophie Kinsella's Shopaholic to the Stars. This is another book in the Shopaholic series, or the Confessions of a Shopaholic series. I have read, I believe, almost all of them. I have not read this one. I don't think I read, there's like another one like that just came out around the same time as this, or like maybe the year before. I don't think I've read that, but Sophie Kinsella, like her Shopaholic series, it's hilarious. It's based in the UK, and it's just hilarious. Like, I love it. I love the movie. I felt like the movie could have been done a little bit better, but I do love it. It's great. And it did veer off the books a little, but you know, I love Sophie Kinsella, and this is like a pretty new release. So I think I got this for $2 or something, or $1. I don't know how much these were. They were between $1.50 to $2, and you know, I paid, like I said, $16 for this whole bag. And then I have The Shack by William P. Young. This is really short, actually, and I'm not sure what it's about. I think it's a thriller. Looks like a little girl was abducted during a family vacation, and so they're trying to get her back. I don't know, but I heard it's really good, and it's really short, and why not? That's my answer to everything, right? Why not? They're cheap. And, you know, if it's something I had an interest in that I knew I would eventually get to, I picked it up because they were so cheap, and I knew, you know, like, for instance, The Winter People, I've been looking at that book on Amazon for a really long time. It's on my wish list, actually, and I should probably take that off now, but eventually I was going to pay full price for it, so I'm really glad I found it for $1. So if any of these books, it's like something that I was eventually going to buy for myself, why wouldn't I pick it up for something super cheap, you know? This is Middlesex by Jeffrey Eugenides, and it's actually an Oprah Book Club book. This is old. It's pretty old, but I've heard good things about Jeffrey Eugenides, and it was there, and I've heard good things about this in particular. Don't know when I'll get to it, but I knew I wanted to read some of his works, and it was there. And then I was really excited to see this. This is Out of the Easy by Ruta Sepetys. Oh my gosh, guys. I think this is her debut, or one of her, like, first novels. I'm not sure. But I read Between Shades of Grey a few months ago, and I could not put it down. Oh my gosh, that book had me in tears. It was heartbreaking. I learned so much about a piece of history I knew nothing about, and it was written in the most amazing way. Like, I can't wait to get into it because I love her writing, and I really want to get Salt to the Sea, which is her newest novel, and eventually I will get it, but right now, like, I saw this, I knew I had to have it because I just love her, and I don't know what else she's written, but I'll have to figure it out because I want to buy everything that's written by her because I just adored it, and like the way she tells stories, it was just really, really, really good. Between Shades of Grey, highly, highly, highly recommend. And then the last book I have from the library book sale is The Truth About Forever by Sarah Dessen. I've never read anything by Sarah Dessen. She's really popular on BookTube, YA contemporary. You know, people seem to really love her writing, and there was a few. There's a Borders. Anyone that remember Borders? I miss Borders. I really do. That was a great bookstore. It was $8 for this book. Anyways, so So I've heard great things about her writing, and there was a few Sarah Dessen ones I didn't want to pick up like a bunch because I didn't know if I was going to like it. Not a huge fan of YA contemporary, but you know, I've heard great things about her writing, and I did want to try something out, and for, like I said, for super cheap, why not? If I don't like it, I can give it back to the library and they can resell it to someone that will. So, and I think I had heard that this is, a booktuber had said that like this is one of their favorite Sarah Dessen books, so, you know, hopefully I will like it as well. And then the last book I have actually is not from a library or the library book sale. It's a book I pre-ordered, and it is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. And guys, first of all, I haven't read it yet. I really wanted to read Winter before I read this. I don't know if that's gonna last or not, but I just read Crest and I loved it, so, you know, we'll see. But can we let's just look at this. Let's just look at this book. Like, what? And it is so smooth and soft. And, I mean, guys, can we just, I mean, it's gorgeous. Like, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I cannot wait to get into it. I have heard, mixed reviews on it, which is a little sad, but I'm a Marissa Meyer fan through and through, so I think that it doesn't matter what this is, like, I'm gonna love it anyway. It follows the Queen of Hearts before she's the Queen of Hearts, essentially. It's a new Marissa Meyer, and I absolutely adore Lunar Chronicles, so I'm thinking that I'm gonna love this just as much. I know that Nicole from Girly Girl Bookworm is reading it currently, and I think she's kind of on the fence about it so far. She's not that far into it. I didn't really listen to that part of the video because I didn't want to get spoiled for anything. I don't know anything about it, and I don't want to. So, you know, I hope that I love it because, and if I don't, at least I have this gorgeous book. Like, oh, it's just so pretty. So pretty. But anyways, that is all I have for you guys today. And I think that's going to be the last book haul in quite a while. So in the next few weeks, you're going to see 3 different book haul unboxings from me. And then you probably won't see another one until after Christmas. And that's just going to be books that people have bought for me. I did order a book. Well, I did sign up for a Book of the Month Club. I used Max's coupon code from Well Done Books. You could use that and get 3 books for $29.95, which I did, or 3 months. So I just got, or I should be getting my first one soon, and I actually think it ships tomorrow, and then I'll have 2 more months. So the cool thing about Book of the Month Club is like, if you're a first-time user, you can get a book for your first book for $5. And then you can either sign up to continue month by month. You can do 3 months, which I think the books are $14.95 a piece for hardback new releases, or you can do a year, which I think if you do a year, I think the books are $11.95 a piece, which is great for a hardcover because hardcovers, you know, are $20 a piece. Or close to it. So, especially if they're adult books. So, yeah, I mean, they have a great selection. And the thing I think is the coolest is, first of all, this company has been around, I think, since the 1900s. So I was like reading the history on it a little bit, and it's really cool, and I suggest that you just like look it up. But a man like made his own book club in New York. And so just in 2016, I think they've expanded to like the online world, but it's been around since like the 1920s, I believe, or the 1913 or something, like the early 1900s. But the thing I think is really neat is if you go on there, like next month, let's say I go on there to pick my book because I have 3 months and I don't want any of them, then I just skip the month. And I can continue to do so until I find a book that I like, which is awesome. I'm not stuck with a book that I may or may not read. And I think if you're going to do a book subscription service, I think this is a great one just for that reason. You know, when you sign up for something like, you know, Quarterly or Uppercase or Owl Crate or any of the other Fairy Loot, any of the other things. Like, they're cool and they come with like little goodies, but if you're just in it for the book, I mean, you don't know what that book's gonna be, and then you could get it and either already have a copy, or, you know, it be something you're just not interested in, and then, you know, well, you're never going to read the book. So that's why I like Book of the Month Club. So I will have a couple of those in the future. I probably won't continue after my 3 months just because I don't need to add any more books to my TBR. And yeah, so I'm rambling, and I have been for about a minute now. So anyways, that's what I have. If you guys, you know, shop at your library book sale, what did you get? Or if you have a video, let me know. Link it down below and I'll go check it out. And don't forget, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.